I don't owe you a damn thing. I could hear his fury increasing, but I didn't mind. They owed something. They treated me as if I were disposable for years. I was done playing nice. I was no longer that youngster who could be walked over. I was not going to sit there and let him or my mother guilt trip me into accepting responsibility for their problems. This isn't over, he added, his voice low and almost threatening, as if he hoped to terrify me into changing my decision. I did not even bother responding. We're family, he added. And we'll always be family, whether you like it or not. I hung up. And as soon as I did, I felt a sense of relief flood over me. It felt as if I'd finally closed the door on something toxic. I had drawn a line. There was no going back now. However, that was not the end of it. A few days later, I received an SMS. From Lily. She was now getting involved too. Though her message was less harsh than Mark's or my mother's, there was still a lot of guilt tripping. She wrote, "Hey, I know things have been tight, but I really need help with this dorm situation." I looked at the message and shook my head. "Not sure why you're acting so tough about it. It's just money, and it's not like you can't afford it. It's only money." The entitlement was ridiculous. She believed I owed her something, as if I were some wealthy uncle who could afford to grant her every dream. For a time, I pondered responding. But, honestly, what was the point? They had never listened before. She was not going to listen now. They were all in their own little world, and I was the villain simply because I did not satisfy their standards. So I removed the message. I also blocked her. They were never going to view things my way. No matter what I did, they saw family as a one-way street. They took. They never gave. And when I refused to give, I suddenly became the terrible person. However, they were no longer my family. Not truly. Family should be based on mutual respect, love, and support. They had none of that for me. To them, I was just a tool, someone to manipulate with guilt until I gave them what they desired. And yes, it hurt. But I was not going to let the pain control me anymore. Once I would have done anything to get their acceptance. I just wanted to feel like I belonged. But the time has passed. I was no longer a desperate child. I'd created my own life. I did not need their approval. I did not need their approval. Over the next few days, I found myself thinking about what family really meant. It's easy to get caught up in the concept that family means everything. The blood is thicker than water. However, sometimes the people who share your DNA are the ones who harm you the most. And when that happens, you have to make a decision. Do you continue to let them damage you simply because they are family, or will you walk away? Even if it means severing ties with those who should love you unconditionally.